Hello, traders. My name is Anna and I am head coach at Leveraged. Welcome to the live trading room. Today is Friday, 13th of June, and we are going to look at the London trading session. So, if you didn't see the disclosure, then this is um, just for entertainment. So we're going to look through the charts. We're going to talk about different opportunities. We will kind of go and talk through what has been happening in the market this week, and it's been a busy one. We've seen, I would say, like we laughed at a couple of traders that EU and GU has been trading as if they are cryptocurrencies instead of being forex pairs. So yeah, it's been a really, really eventful week. I hope you all had a good week. I hope you all had really good results. So a couple of notices here. I just wanted to say that we do run a competition. So what you need to do is you need to get a junior portfolio manager's account, reach the target, and then withdraw the biggest profit. So basically, and the one who gets the biggest profit withdrawn will be able to get a simulation 1 million account. So for more details, please visit our socials like X, or it still feels funny to say X, right? It just in my brain, it's still Twitter. So either go to check X or check Instagram, the pinned post, and you will be able to see. Or when you go to the website, you will have a pop up saying exactly what you need to do to take part in that challenge or competition, right? So anyhow, if you didn't see the disclosure, if I take any trades, please do not copy them. This is only for education and entertainment. So if you're risking something, make sure that you can afford to risk with that and always use a proper risk management. So today, Friday, last day of the week of the open market, because cryptocurrencies will still be, you will be able to trade them over the weekend, but for forex pairs, we will shut down for the weekend. I'm really, really excited to switch off for the weekend. We are finally having a good weather. It's not raining anymore. So I don't know where you are, but like let me know what kind of weather you have, because I'm now in Latvia and we've had like rain nonstop. So it's been really, really bad. So finally we're having like 23 degrees now, 23.3 outside. So that's really, really good. And it's early morning in here. So yeah. Okay. Let's walk through the charts. I want to go start with like 4-hour charts just to see what's been happening overall. So we have been trading in this range, and I talked about this range already, I believe last week when I did the analysis, that we are trading in that range, and we did break out, right? And then we've been trading in here all the time. So what happened yesterday, I think many breakout buyers got in here, and now they are freaking out for their life because they don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen. Like I can't predict the market, but I can react to it. So what I see is that this range, we could either see that there's going to be enough buyers, right, in the place to go higher, like so, right? So we'll be able to push this and properly break, retest, and go higher. Or as just market loves to do, is just run one way or the other. So that's the idea for the GU. Or we can obviously continue going lower and just, keep on pushing lower. And if the GU goes weak and the dollar goes strong, then we might see more of a bearish move. So yeah, we will see. We will see. So that's like 4 hours. Now let's quickly go to the EU to see what the EU did. So EU definitely, like I said, it did trade like a Bitcoin. Honestly, just went on this bullish run, and we took out. I believe yesterday we took out the highs from like 2023. Let me see. This is not the paid version, so I'm not sure if. Oh yeah, okay, I have enough data. So we took out this high, which is okay, even worse, November 21. So the EU is now like at the November 21 highs, which is crazy, right? So that's how markets are behaving. So looking at this is daily. Let's go to 4 hours. Infinite Insight. Hopefully we get buys. Are you looking to buy EU or GU or both of them? So the way I see it, like we have clearly taken out the previous, previous high. So we are the buyers are in control. On pound. Okay, we'll get back to pound, but like for myself, like EU, I see it so much more bullish because of this clear breakout in here, right? So we did clearly take out the highs. We came back to retest, and this is kind of level where I was trying to find like this high in here now, trying to test like a support in here. But I mean, I do see that we are more bullish and seeing the strong EU. However, also my favorite thing to say, it's 50-50. So it's like you never know, what's going to happen, right? You never know. We can predict and we can take all the confirmations into place, what we see, but also when there's highs just taken, and when the price has hit such a high, previous high, which was like 4 years ago, we do tend to see bigger pullback. So we could see this and then price goes higher. So really, really hard to say. So looking back at the GU, so GU is actually looking really, really well. Like this here, this high, we traded below it, right? Used it as a resistance. It was broken, and then this is support. So we are holding this level really, really nicely. And I mean, this is looking much, much more bullish, than EU. So I do think now I need to admit, actually, I am in the GU buys right now. And I'll show you where I actually bought them. I bought them in here. Okay, let's see. So see this support area in here. So I took the buys from this 15 minutes. So this is 4 hour zone. Okay, so I'm going to put it here so it's not confusing. So this is 4 hours, right? And this, hopefully you can guys see it. Wait, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. So this is 4 hour zone. And this one here is 15-minute zone, right? So the way I trade 4 hour range, right? Which would be this one here, 4 hour range. But then I take also 15-minute zones in the consideration, and then like just do the same thing, right? Find the support resistance areas in those 15 minutes. So that's where I took my my buys here. And I'm targeting this area in here. So that is my like current trade. Infinite Insight. During the New York session, do you think we will get a strong push up? I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like, I mean, I don't have a crystal ball that I can just shake and it's going to say yes or no. But like the way I read the price action, I do think that we could see more bullishness because we did break the highs, right? On the 4 hours. So right in here. And it's just what happened is, I mean, there is a lot of resistance in here. There's a lot, but I mean, I do see more bullishness, coming in. I do. And obviously I might be biased because I'm buying, and I want to support my analysis. But yeah, this is looking, more bullish to me. And I would say I would agree that we can see more of a bullish push, right? So go and take with confidence, right? Take out these highs because these wicks, they are all resistance, and then move higher because, like this area right here, we can say that there's new zone forming on the 4 hours. We can take into consideration this wick, and then just, this is our new resistance in here. So it's going to be interesting to see. But we do have news today as well, high impact news on dollar. So obviously we need to see how the dollar will behave. So this is the dollar index. I do sometimes like to use the dollar index as well and to see, bigger picture, basically what's happening. And we can see that the dollar has been really weak, like this here. That's basically from January. So this year, right? Starting from this year, the dollar has been weak and falling down, right? So you can see this is it's like you don't need to have a specific, I don't know, tool or whatever, right? You can just see that this is going down, right? It is bearish. So and it's like, it's interesting how I can talk a little bit of psychology, what it is when I trade. So for example, now when I'm buying the GU, right? My chart stopped loading. Let me see. Reload. Sorry guys, lost internet. So hopefully you can see me now. You can hear me now. I'm just going to check if I'm back live. Sorry guys, okay. Lost internet. Yep, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so for those who survived this internet connection loss, so yeah, basically what I was saying is that because the dollar is so bearish and I'm buying the GU right now, right? But the dollar is so at like, it's almost like, you know, this is the lowest support. This is what we can see, that this is the support. So for me as a trader, I struggle mentally with when it comes to like buying so high up, right? Because I'm buying in here and it's like, you're buying the highs. Why are you buying the highs, right? So this is like a mental struggle for me, where I feel like I should not be in this trade because that, you know, the price is at the highs. Like I should be trying to sell this, you know, because looking at the dollar as well, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is the last support. This is the last support area. You know, now the dollar is going to be strong and I need to sell everything else against the dollar. So it is definitely a mental struggle like that. But that's why it is so important to follow your trading plan and just to execute the trades that is according to your trading plan, and just don't get into these bigger like picture views where this is the last support or this is the last resistance. You just need to keep on trading your plan, because you know, we're looking at this is one range, this is another range, we've been trading in this range for a while, right? And then on 15 minutes I see the support area in here, and I see that this trade is actually within my rules, within my plan, so I need to enter. And I cannot get my weakness of, I would say, like a mental, it sounds terrible when, you know, say like mental stability, but like I can't let it affect me. So I just need to trade my plan and I need to do what my plan tells me to do. So if there is a buy opportunity, I need to buy it. Simple as that. I wish it was that simple, and I wish trading was so much more easier on our mental I would say, like on the mental side. And this is what actually I'm preparing for the next week. So talking about how traders, and I've seen so many good traders with great plans, like trading plans, but they struggle when it comes to executing that plan. And next week I will cover like things, maybe we'll like try and give you like a proper tool, right? How to not get confused and how to follow your plan. And there are actually things that can help you. So don't feel like there's nothing you can do. You will always be freaking out when it comes to buying or selling, like nothing like that. Infinite insight. That support area made me rethink my buy. Was fighting myself. See what I mean? It's and the thing is, like I always say this, that the traders get traders. We do understand each other, because once you're a trader, you go on the same journey as I'm going or someone else is going, literally, because we are all trying to learn the same skill. We are all trying to learn support, resistance, supply, demands, like different strategies, different things, where to buy, where to sell. Then we are struggling mentally as well, like with our emotions, with our specific emotions like greed, fear of missing out, fear of getting in, fear of messing up, and all kind of fears and greeds, and then just lots of things. And then you get into the place where you think, this is it, I'm going to give up, I'm not going to do it. So it's like, it's trading. Trading is like a torture, that's for sure. So but there is a light in a tunnel, because I mean, I have been trading for a long time now, and now when my strategy is changing, just because how the markets are behaving, and because, for example, like yesterday, market moved like it's Bitcoin, but that's EU. This is not Bitcoin. This is EU. So, for example, this is Bitcoin chart, and like these all big swing up and down and up and down. It's crazy, right? And that's what currently is doing EU, for example, right? So, but there is a light in the end of the tunnel, and there are definitely tools and things that you can do to improve and to trade your plan, to trust the process, to trust your trading plan, your risk management plan, to trust your data if you have it. If you don't, then it's a bit harder to trust it. But I do think that there is definitely some tools that we can use to trust us more and to be a better trader. So yeah, but that's just my outlook. I will see what's going to happen, when the news comes out, but I am more bullish on GU, and the same thing for EU as well. I think we could go even more bullish. And the thing is, if the dollar doesn't hold this support area, right? So if I go on a daily, if this doesn't support, like if this doesn't hold, because for myself, I remember like back in here, so that was like April, right? Because we were all like, I remember talking with traders, and this is it. This is that support that we have been waiting for the dollar. Now we are going to be, strong, dollar strong. And I mean, look at that. What happened? It never held. It just went through. Yes, it did push, but now it's, now it just went through again. So, so yeah, looking at this, it's, like, let's look left. There's potential that if dollar really, really struggles, we have a potential for dollar even to go to as low as like into 90, right? Which is, it's been 4 years since it has been so low. So, this is not the bottom at all. There's more to the left side. I'm up $3. Are you trading with leveraged? Just curious. Are you trading with leveraged? If you are, then let me know what account you're trading. Probably junior. $3 up. That's good. It's better to be up than down, right? But yeah, anyhow, so I think if we don't see this, the bearish move, then there is potential for bullishness for sure. So instead of this, we can go this. We had a nice break. This is pullback. We're going to pull back higher. We're going to break these highs and just keep on continuing going higher while the dollar is plummeting and struggling for its own life. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah. So like, also, I'm just going to remove this so it's not like that confusing. So see what also another thing that happens is for the traders. I always say the story that the higher time frames tell us more truth, and the lower you go, the more lies you have in that price action. I know it sounds, weird and all this, but think about it. So the higher time frames, they give us the stronger zones, because the higher the time frame, the more I'm struggling for words here. And the higher the time frame, the more of the truth, right? Because if you look how the 4 hour, for example, zones hold instead of, let's go to like 1 minute, it's like craziness on 1 minute. Craziness is happening. So what I'm trying to say in here is that you can, go to 1 minute and trade the same thing. Let's trade support and resistance. It is so hard. And I've tried this. Trust me, I've tried to apply the same principles, the same things that I'm doing for like higher time frame analysis, doing the same on lower time frame. It just doesn't work for myself. Maybe it works for you and good for you. Like really salute. I salute to you for that it does work. But for me, I've always struggled with this, So what I do is just literally take the higher time frame because I know that that's what gives me the most reliable information about my zones where there is a strong support and strong resistance or supply demand, whatever you're calling it. I like things really simple, so I just use the terms supply and support and resistance. It's Friday, I'm ready for the weekend. Yes, trading with leverage on junior portfolio. That's what I thought because $3 up. That's like 0.3%. That's good. This is good. That's definitely good. Okay. Oh my. I mark on 1 to 2. Wow, 1 to 2 hours. Okay, and take trades on 30 minutes. I mean, I like that. I like that. I wait for my entries on 15 minutes. That's like 15 minute is my entry time frame. So yeah. But yeah, so anyhow, thinking about that way of where we go on a higher time frame and then we move to the lower time frame, and then the lower the time frame, the more lies we have. And it's like it can get so confusing. I mean, I have done crazy things where I used to scalp on 1 minute, just trying to apply the same thing, and I would be wicked out left and right. The zones wouldn't hold, and it was just yeah, it was terrible. So I do not suggest that at all. So I'm just happy with my 15 minutes for the entry time frame. But yeah, anyhow, let's look at something else. So we looked at EU and GU. I have been really like challenged to look more into like other assets. So I only trade really 2 pairs. I also have GJ on my watch list as well, but I haven't really traded GJ. I took big losses with it, and I kind of it was time to leave the GJ in the past. So yeah, and I hate how the candles move on the lower time frame. I agree. I mean, I hate it as well. But then someone did this where they showed, just a chart, and you don't know if it's 1 minute, 15 minutes, 4 hours, or daily. You just look at the candles. And the idea for them was to prove that it's only candles. Like, if you wouldn't know that this is 15 minutes, would you be able to tell that this is 15-minute chart and that this is 1 minute chart? Would you be able to tell? I mean, you would. Come on. That's like, yeah, this is 1 minute chart. Right? But the idea was like, it's only candles. It doesn't matter what time frame. It's only candles and it's the same thing. And I tried it, and it's not the same thing. Literally, like I've tried to trade it like that, and it's not the same thing. It's just not. So yeah. Anyhow, I have been challenged to look more into assets like not only currencies but also indices, gold, which is metals, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, right? So I have been really challenged, and I thought, you know what? Okay, let's try and do this. Let's try and figure out how the other assets are moving. So looking at the gold, I mean, gold is going for all-time highs, and what I found is that, okay, let's take these arrows off, but these are all my like zones on the gold, and I think we can add like now another one in here. I remove this one and I'll put this one in here. With the gold, right? The gold is really affected by things that's happening in the world, right? So and then sorry, got distracted there. Plane was flying. And gold is really like connected to the things what's going on in the world, and especially now because we live in really alarming times, I would say. And it is really interesting to see how the gold is getting impacted, right? So because when there's more volatility in the market, when there's more fights between the countries, and I don't want to go too much into this and don't get political, but it's really interesting to watch the gold, how the gold is affected by what's going on in the world. When it feels like with the currencies, when I trade my EU and GU, I don't feel that affects it much. Obviously, yeah, I do look at the higher time frame, not the higher time frame, but the high impact news. But it feels like they're not impacting the pairs as much as, like, gold is getting impacted with what's going on in the world. So yeah, currently we are now testing this area. So this time, like here, when the price is 3.430, right? When the price reached this point, we could not push and try and get the previous high, right, which is all-time high in here, right? So what happened, we really pushed bearish from this and left a really big rejection. So what I think traders might think now is that this is the time to sell and try and see if we're going to have rejection, same as here, right? Or if this rejection doesn't happen, then we might be going for the all-time high. So I consider myself, not consider, I know that I am a pullback trader. So I love these areas like this. And if the price is like, this is 4 hours, I would be looking for a 15-minute chart, and I would be looking for like candle like this, bearish engulfing, and I would be in sales already, probably something like this, like that here. So we're entering on that closure of the candle, and we're just targeting the previous low like that. So this would be like my idea for the pullback. I think that, and once the pullback happens, then we can see what's gonna, happen next. Are we gonna pull back even more, right? So are we gonna pull back even more, or we are gonna fail and we just gonna go straight to the moon? So not to confuse you here, I'm gonna take it off, but I think, for myself as a trader, I see this area as a really, really interesting area in the market, because we saw the rejection. So I think many are actually selling in here, but we'll see if there's enough sellers, or the gold is going to go and try for the all-time highs. This is Friday, you guys. I'm losing it. I am losing it, and it's okay. It's good. So, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What is more possible, to see that deeper pullback from here, or we do see the all-time highs? Because I mean, I love this area. I do think it's a strong area. It's this is the first failure for going for the all-time highs. Nice rejection. Tried to push again, failed. Kind of. Slowly went to this area. So now I would assume we would have some kind of pullback, but yeah, we'll see. So next things to talk about is Bitcoin. So obviously, crypto trading, it's crazy. I mean, I get it when it comes to investing in crypto, but day trading crypto, you have to be from another planet to do so. So I need to say, I do salute to all of the traders who are trading something else than currency. So so if you're trading metals, if you're trading like oil, if you're trading like commodities, right? If you're trading indices, if you're trading cryptocurrency, you are out of this world. I'm maybe even a bit jealous of you that you can read the market, but it is wild. So also another thing that you can actually use, guys, let me quickly share my CTrader screen with you. And I want to talk about the AI tools that the leverage is giving to their traders to be sure, right? The AI tools are, okay. I need to stop sharing. Sorry, you're going to see me super big on the screen. So the AI tools that we are offering, they are for you to help to make better decisions in the market. So for example, now let's look at the Bitcoin, what the Bitcoin is doing. So if you go here, then you'll be able to see that we are having the AI analysis. And actually it says that it's going to go up. If you're signed up for our emails, we do sometimes send out like the AI alerts. And we just did it this week, where the AI predicted that it's going to go, I think from here, it said it's going to go to 110, and literally reach the 110, and now it dropped. But it is saying again that we could be going to, whoa, 115. That's crazy. Yeah. So it is predicting that that there's going to be bullishness in the crypto, in the Bitcoin. So obviously, don't get into buys right now. If you're watching this, don't get into buys right now. Make sure that you do your own analysis, because the AI tools are there for you to make better decisions in the market. Or, for example, let's say if I'm buying GU, right? So I'm buying GU. Let's see what the AI analysis says. Actually, this is going to go down. So I'm going against the AI analysis, right? So, and it's okay. It's okay. I trust in my analysis. So the AI is there for you to make better decisions in the market. It's not going to trade for you. You also need to make sure that you use proper risk management, because it's not going to tell you where exactly to get in, to get out for your profit, out for your stop. So it is definitely something that can help you as a trader, but it's not going to trade for you. Okay. But it is super cool. I mean, we are living in 2025, and AI is quickly taking over many things, right? And trading is one of them. So it is really interesting how we can as traders, we can combine both our analysis and AI analysis. And at Leverage, we really do believe that AI is something that's going to help traders, not only will help, but actually is helping traders to trade better, make better decisions in the market, and be a better trader. So that's essentially, why we are trusting the AI, and why we're believing that AI is a really powerful tool for the traders. So yeah, and if you go to your C Trader, you can see the AI analysis here, but also on your dashboard. When you sign up, by the way, you don't need to purchase anything. You can just go and sign up for the dashboard. You will gain access to the courses, market reviews. You will gain access to the webinar schedules, and then when you do have an active simulation account, so you can purchase junior account, senior, or executive, then you will gain access to these AI tools where you can subscribe to them as well. So it's easier for you to get them in your inbox, and you can see all the analysis. What is the AI predicting what's going to happen? So that's there for you to use. Please use that. So like Infinite Insight, if you're still watching this, if you have an active simulation account with us, you can go to your dashboard and check out the AI tools and subscribe to them. Okay, that's about the AI tools. I mean, I feel like this is the live trading room. I should just, I should take some kind of trades, right? I should be opening some kind of position for the views, right? For the views. We're gonna do it for the views. So I'm gonna open I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try and open some positions. I mean, I don't want to get into nothing crazy. So this is my junior account. I am currently almost 2% up on this. I have been trading this since a very, very long time. I have put some crazy trades on this. So this is, this is this is not that good. If it will do so. Okay. I love that little, emoji thing. It's like salute. So yeah, let's open up some trades. I mean, okay, let's go. So see, the thing, what I don't like in here is that we're struggling to break above this level in here. We are struggling. We've been like, for the last hour, we have been tried to break out, and we have been on a struggle bus. So I really need to see that push happening. Now, if I go to like a lower time frame of 1 minute, let me see what can I savage in here? What can I see? I mean, we are at the resistance area, and that's what I'm saying. We are struggling to push this through. But I think once we do, we have this free traffic. I sometimes like to call it a free traffic. Let's see on the bigger time frame of 15 minutes. We have all this free traffic in here, and it's going to be so easy to fill if we do break out. And that's what I want to see, because I am into buy. So basically right now, I mean, I don't see any entries, and I don't want to push any entries into this, it just feels wrong. Feels wrong to do so. Okay, right. Okay, I found something. So on GJ, right? Let me see quickly. Rectangle. So if I do this, let me fill in the rectangle, fill. Let me change this color like that. Okay. So what's happening in here? We can even extend this, try and see where we can extend. Oh, this is so messy. Okay. So support in here. Does that make sense? We're trading above support. We broke it and came to retest. So basically what we're doing now, we're going to sell. We're going to sell this. We'll put the 0.01 lot on this, okay? And we are going to sell. So my stop is 26 pips. I'm risking 0.20%. Well, less 0.17. So anyhow, why I'm selling this, because the price broke the support, came to retest, and now we're seeing price going lower. And then I'm going to target these lows in here, right? Like so. So this all makes sense. Crazy how quickly I found a setup. It's just wrong. You shouldn't be trading like that, guys. Please do not copy this trade. I think this is another struggle that I'm going to talk about next week, is how we can convince ourselves that there is something in the market, but actually there's not. And we just convince ourselves that this is the setup within my strategy. This is the setup within my rules. And the more convincing you do, the more convinced you get. And you're like, yay, actually, this is a good area to trade from. So I will definitely talk about that, how we can get rid of those ideas that just come up because you feel like eager to trade, or you want to be in the setup, or you want to be involved in the market, or you feel like you're missing out and you're not making money and all that kind of stuff. So I will definitely talk about it next week. Please join also our Discord community. Engage in there, talk with other traders, share your trading ideas. We can chat. We can also get on the voice chat in the Discord as well, because I really want build a community for traders where they feel safe, they feel supported, they feel like someone is rooting for them, because so many times we are lonely people. Traders are lonely people who don't like to. I feel like traders used to be different, maybe like 2 years ago, where I feel like communities were more appreciated, and now it just feels like everyone is again like the lonely wolf and all that kind of stuff. So I do encourage you to join the Discord, and not only join in to just see and watch, but like actually join the Discord and use the Discord. It's good. It's good to be in the community where you feel support. And I'm rooting for every single trader who is with leverage. I'm rooting for everyone, like all the traders, because I know how it is. I've been trading since 2015. Well, really, like I knew about trading 2010, but I've been trading for just a little over 10 years. That makes me so old. Anyhow, if you want to know a little bit more about my trading story, you can actually go and watch the webinar that I did yesterday, Becoming a Portfolio Manager. The webinars, you can watch them again from your dashboard. So yay, if you didn't know, you can go and watch it from the dashboard, and you will be able to see and listen. It's a short webinar, only like a half an hour. And I shared my story a little bit, how I became the trader, my struggles and all that. So taking the trades now for the views, indeed. Yes, indeed. And this is a small account. This is like my play account. I can play with it and I can do whatever, but like, I think it's also really good to talk about these things and like give the examples to the traders what we should not do, because obviously you can, I see myself, because I am a coach in leveraged, and I need to show a good example, right, to the traders. And I respect that. I appreciate that. And, all the good words. But I think it's also really important to show the example what we should not do, because maybe that's what traders are like, whoa, but I do this. But Anna, I do this. I see in what you did now, I see that in my behavior as a trader, and I see that I'm doing it, right? So yeah, trading for the views is definitely not a good thing. I don't suggest that. Whenever I started convincing myself, I don't take the trade anymore. See, and that's the thing. It's like, that's why it's so important to have a clear plan. You need to not only have, but you need to know exactly what is it that you need to do as a trader when it comes to looking at the charts, analyzing the charts, and making sure that you are doing your work based on what your trading plan says. Because the more we start to doubt, the same thing is like, oh, but this is the support. This is that support zone where the price will do this and that. Like, don't start this convincing game, or don't start this like, oh no, but this is not that thing. This is not like, you just need to make sure that you're following your plan and that you don't get over obsessive over your like analysis. I mean, I remember I used to have like a checklist of things that I would look, if I take this trade, I need to meet da 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 da, like all these rules, right? Like candle closure patterns. I need to make sure it's in that price. I need to make sure it's at least 9 pips or whatever it is, right? So we are like, and I mean, I will say this: stupid simple is the way how I found my profitability. The more complicated I made things, the worse it got. And now I'm not saying that every strategy needs to be simple and all that. It's also depending on us, right? As traders, it's depending on who you are as a human. And I mean, I've struggled all my life when it came to learning. I mean, I did learn, and I did my work as a student, but it was not easy. And I remember how other kids could like learn something like in an hour, and it took me like 5 because I just could not like remember. Or I remember when we needed to like learn things from by your heart. So it's like you just memorize things, right? And some kids just took it so easily, and I would struggle. I would literally, I can't remember this, and then I thought I'm broken and everything. So, but and the same thing with trading. Like, some traders will struggle when it's overcomplicated, and I'm one of those traders because that's who I am as a person, right? I will struggle when you overcomplicate things for me. I will be struggling. I will not understand. So for myself, it was so important that I made it simple and I knew where to enter because it was so clear and it was so simple. And then there was no room left for convincing myself like, oh no, but this is not it, but this is not that, and this is that. There we go. The Friday feeling has definitely taken over me. Um, so yeah, I think as a traders, we definitely need to make sure that even if your strategy is more of the complex side, you still know exactly what it is, and you're not going to start to doubt yourself, or you're not going to start to convince yourself for the things that are actually not there. Because I mean, I've seen so many, and also in myself, like I remember how I would be like, no, but I need to buy this, and then no, but I need to sell this. And I would put like buys and sells, and I would try and figure out, why do I buy? Why do I sell? And it's like that game of like, collecting more points on one side than another, and then you go with that, and that's how trading is. Sometimes traders will find their confirmation based on like how many confirmations you have. But the more you need to look for, the more confusing it's going to get, at least for me, so this is me sharing my experience. So but yeah, I think just keeping things more simple, and not being overcomplicated when it comes to your strategy, that's the way to profitability. So anyhow, I will be talking more about those things next week, and I'll be having a special webinar. Then I will be doing live session here as well, like a live trading room, but more, it's going to be like a topic based. Also, if you do have any suggestions or you want to talk about like specific things, then first of all, you can join the Discord community, or you can just suggest what is it that you would like to talk about. You can you will need to join Discord community, because if you want to suggest something, you need to go to the channel suggestions, and you need to fill in the form. And then that form, I look at those forms regularly. Really difficult word to say, but I look at those forms, and we're making sure, the team is making sure that we listen to you guys. So, and I do want to show something, right? So some of you asked that you would like to trade stocks, right? So equities, and we have added them. So now you have a chance to trade the equities. I believe that was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 7 of them. And yeah, if you're looking to trade equities, you can do so with the leverage now. And yeah, I hope you join us in. Now, before I break for the weekend, and before I can go outside and enjoy the weather, it is beautiful out there. Plus 24 degrees. It feels like it's just going higher and higher. I'm really, really excited for the weekend. But before I do go, guys, I just want to remind you that we do have a competition going for $1 million simulation account. all you need to do is get the junior account. So you need to purchase junior account, trade on it, reach the 8% profit target, and then in month of June you need to withdraw the most profit. Now currently the winner, so the trader with the most withdrawn amount is going to get that 1 million account. So currently we have trader, I believe his name is Tahir, and he is from South Africa, and he has made over 17%. He has withdrawn over 17%, so that's like 170 something dollars. Or no, 80% commission, so $140. So yeah, so if you think you can beat him, then get yourself a junior account and try and beat him. Maybe I should do this. This is my account, you know. This is my junior account. If I reach the target, so I'm like almost 2% up now, right? So I need another 6%. If I reach 6%, and then, you know, I go on maybe some crazy trades, lucky streak, right? I will be able to I will be able to beat the current winner. I'm not gonna do that, guys. I'm not. I don't wanna get in trouble. But yeah, let me close this trade. I feel really uncomfortable leaving this trade open. We'll see how it works, but you know, let's just leave it be. Let's just close it, okay? But I mean, I do see there is analysis in this, right? So I don't know, you agree with me or not, but there is analysis. We did break support, we came to retest, and now we can go lower, right? But anyhow, just want to say thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. So next week, make sure that you're following and check the webinar schedule. It's on the website or it's in your dashboard. The access to webinars, courses, to the market reviews, to the articles, they're all for free when you join in, when you join the leverage. So you don't need to purchase anything. So just sign up for the dashboard. Infinite Insight, let's see what you're saying. I'm still struggling on passing the account, but I'm coming for the pundit. Well done. Well, hopefully, I hope you will get good trades. The main thing is though, don't chase, just trust your analysis. And yes, it is a competition, so you can go a little bit more aggressive, you know, but at the same time, you need to make sure that you're not breaking yourself in a way where you're hurting yourself when you're going into that chase, right? Because as traders, I think the most dangerous thing is chasing. So when we're chasing, it's not even like fear of missing out. That's not dangerous. Or even like chasing and greed, it's really similar, but still kind of not, because sometimes we chase because we want to be right. Like we want to be right on the analysis. And sometimes we chase because we want to make the money. And although talking with many traders, I do want to say that we tend to be more greedy. So when it comes to like making mistakes, it's almost most of the time based because I want to make more money. I want to reach more financial goals. And so it's more about the monetary value, the money. But for myself personally, when I chase something or when I make a stupid decision in the market, it's more about my ego, because I'm like, well, I have been trading for like many years now. It's like decades, right? I don't want to make mistakes. I need to be right. You know, market cannot do me dirty, but it can. Spoiler alert, it can. So anyhow, just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me. Also, I want to say that very, very soon I'm going to have a co-host, just a trader, joining me for these live sessions, and we'll together trade and we will cover different topics, and we'll hopefully be able to trade traders and talk more about what's going on in this trading space and what's going on in the market. So it's going to be more interesting, not just Anna blathering all the time, talking all the time, you know. So you'll also have another trader with me, and we'll be able to have some nice discussions. Consider switching to micros if you're not confident on your trades yet. Micros as if future trades, futures, or micros is like the lot size 0.01, because with leverage, the lowest lot size is 0.01. So, but yeah, it's that's another thing that I'm going to cover next week, when I'm going to talk about how we can adjust risk to make us feel more confident in our strategy. So that's another thing. But anyhow, thank you so much for everyone who's joined, for everyone who watched, everyone who's watching in the replay, repeat recording. I'm losing it. I'm gonna go outside. It's 24.1. Literally, I started and it was like 23. So it's 1 degree warmer outside. So I'm really, really excited for that. But guys, have a good weekend. Rest, relax, do your weekly ASR, which is advanced self-review. Just, it doesn't need to be advanced. Just make sure that you're going through your data, that you're going through the trades that you took, that you're going through your processes that you did and your progress. So and just make sure that you're putting in some work and try and understand what is it that you can do the next week to help yourself make better decisions in the market. So use a proper risk management, and I will see you next week with different topics, different webinars, and more trading for the views. More trading for the more trading for the views. Let's go. Okay, guys, take care.